Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from whichever part of the world you are. A big warm welcome to Empowered You Kala Natrajan ke Saath. Before I begin, I would like to give my heartfelt thanks to 10 News for giving me this opportunity to host this session. Today we have an amazing guest with us, but before giving her introduction, I would like to give my introduction to you. My name is Kala Natrajan, and I'm a motivational speaker, author, and co-author of 17 books. This is one of the books of mine written exclusively, and it's my favorite book. And I'm a life coach. So some of you may have seen me in my videos in YouTube or my live in Insta. But for those who have not seen me, I have my own program called Empowered You, and I help people become strong and powerful in such a way that they are able to overcome all their challenges on their own and become strong and achieve their goals. I help people believe in themselves. So today we have an amazing coach, Anita Slathia. Hello, Anita. How are you?
Hello,
Can you introduce yourself?
hello, Kala, and I'm very grateful for Kala to have me here and also this channel. I'm Anita Singh, and I'm a parenting coach. I belong to Jammu, and I have been in parenting coaching for about 3 years from now. But before that, I was an educationist, and that helped me to come into this coaching field.
Yes, Anita. You were an educationist before. What made you shift your career from educationist to a parenting coach? Can you tell us a little bit about it? Viewers are interested in knowing.
Yes, sure. Before I start with my journey from becoming a teacher to a parenting coach, is that it was inbuilt in me that I always used to see education as a kind of scope where we, as a teacher or as a human being, we should connect to the children. Whenever I used to go to the class, I used to connect, especially with those children, those who were having challenges in their studies, in their behaviors, and their relationship towards each other, towards their parents, towards the teachers. I kept on observing these children, and I was way back, even I was as a teacher, I was into it. And it was not that it was something which it was from a compulsion that I became a parenting coach. It was an innate desire to become a parenting coach. The reason is that whenever I saw the parents and the children struggling in their lives, not only in studies, but also in their behavior, in the social skills, and the way the parents were expecting lots and lots from the children, that also was disturbing me. And finally, slowly and steadily, I came up and I made up my mind to enter this field as a parenting coach.
Okay. So I agree that education, being educationist and a parenting coach, both are interlinked with each other.
Yes.
And as an educationist, you must have found it very easy to become a parenting coach, because earlier also you were teaching children, and now also you are dealing with children's problems. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely.
So when and how did you start as a your journey as a parenting coach? And I mean, when exactly did you start, and how do you feel now?
Yes. This is a very interesting question and very dicey one, because I told you that it was a smooth, like shift from a teacher to a coach. It was all planned by the universe for me, because already it was in my mind. So becoming a parenting coach is absolutely a different, aspect of coaching. Firstly, I was dealing with the children. And when I was dealing with the children, I thought that what all problems I observed, that what all problems the children had in the school, and their relationships, and their studies, education, and everything. Everything, you know, you can call the problem was in the beginning. Beginning means the attitude of the parents, the approach of the parents. Whenever I saw some weak child in the school, I felt like talking to the parents. If if I used to see some intelligent child, I wanted to talk to the parents. And what I observed, that all the, you know trouble for the child is what the parents are grooming the child into. It is all in the home itself. If the child is confident, it means that the parents have been very supportive. And if the
Google Pay करूंगी जाओ
children
इधर से.
are weak, they are not doing well in the studies, they are not doing well in their behavior, they are not having a good relationship with their friends, with the teachers, again, the root cause of the trouble was in the homes, especially with the parents. But the irony is that the parents don't even realize this. The parents are doing 100%. I give full credit to the parents, that parents are working hard for the children, but somewhere they lose the connection. And when the connection is lost with the child, by the time the child grows into a teenager, and all the trouble shoots up, and it comes on the level.
Very true, Anita. It's a responsibility of the parents to take care of the children and groom them well. I see parents that they don't give time to their children. Nowadays, both parents are working and they don't give time to the children. And the children are lost out. They don't know what to do because
Yes.
they have some problems from school, with their fellow mates, with teachers. They don't have any outlet how to share these problems with anybody. So parents must give lot of time to the children, even though they are working. It's
Yes.
their responsibility to give time to their children.
Yes.
So, Anita, my next question is that why do you cater only to parents whose children are teenagers?
Yes. That is a very common type of question which I am being asked now and then, that why teenagers. Now, I think that teenager is a very emotional stage of a child. Before the parents are supporting, they are giving lots and lots of help, they are giving support, full support in studies, at home, and looking after them. But when a child grows into a teenager, then he's, supposed to be a matured one. He's expected to be doing everything on his own, but at heart, he's still a child. This what the parents somewhere they forget. They not I cannot say that they forget, but they expect the child lots of the things. Their expectation grows up. And when their expectation is so much from a child, he's still a child at in his mind, in his heart. He is perplexed, he's confused and he's disturbed that what has happened to my parents. I am still a child. Why are they expecting so much from me? And parents think that the child is physically he is grown up, physically he appears to be a grown up, but his learning power, his adaptability, his consciousness, everything is still a child. So being a parenting coach, what I always keep on telling my community, that treat your child as he is. Don't expect more than enough. He is a child, he's studying with you, and he's there in your house. But along with, don't treat him as a kid. If you are treating him as a kid, that again makes him, you know, confused. That on one side, the parents are saying that you are grown up, on the other side, you are nagging him. And I think that it's better to leave alone your teenager, especially at home. If you begin with at home, I think he will be, competent person or a competent adult in the future. So, what I think, what I give as a counselor, as a coach, I keep on telling my community, the parents who are there in my community, I keep on telling them that don't nag your teenager at home. Let him do all those petty things, petty works at home. Let him fold his clothes. Let him prepare his food. Let him clean his cupboard. Let him take care of the garden, right? So these things, if you're keeping on, you think that no, he's a child, we've got to do everything for him, running around. If he says something, you keep on running. He's asking something. No, he doesn't like that. Also, he wants a little bit of independence, but that independence should be with discipline. If if a parent, I think the parent is just a mirror. The child looks at the parent as if he's the ideal one. So, in order to be very caring about the teenager, it's not like you have got to treat him as a child. Leave him alone on his own, but also check him. Be at the back and give him support and let him do whatever he wants. Right. So that is the message which I want to give all the parents with the teenagers, that don't don't take your child as a kid. He's no more a kid. He can handle his own things. He can eat properly. He's well aware of everything. What I have learned, that our Sadguru, I am following him. I always am impressed by what he says, Vasudev Sadguru, and he says that we are just the source of the child. Child has come through us. He's not your property. He's going to become an adult. So teach him to be independent, as along with it, just protect him and see that he doesn't go wrong anywhere.
Very nicely put. Also, I think parents should set up an example to their children, especially to their teenager children, instead
Yeah,
of trying to control them and curb them and giving instructions all the time, which
yes,
teenagers don't like at all, to be told
no,
you do this, you do that, this is
yes,
not good, this is not that. Set an example. I know of a father who was himself smoking, but he used to tell his son not to smoke when the son started imitating him. So this is not done. So they must, have a role, set up a, become a role model for their children in everything.
Correct.
There
Correct.
should be not fights between children, between parents in front of children, because
Yes.
children then become disgusted. All the
Yes.
time parents are fighting. Parents should have a cordial atmosphere, congenial atmosphere, and all the, they should sit with their children, especially during dinner, and talk it out, whatever they want to. So
Yes.
what problems do teenagers face now? What are the major problems which teenagers face now?
Yes. Now, the problems which are here, it is they are the common ones that in every generation it occurs. But the basic ones is that there is lots to learn from the outside world, right? Previously, in our previous days, the teenager didn't have any kind of exposure to the media, right? So now the teenager is fully aware, he knows everything. And this transition period is so sensitive that a parent, if he becomes a friend, a companion to the teenager, it will open the doors for the conversation, right? So an effective communication with your child is very important. And what I always keep on stressing on the parents, that if you cannot handle your child, don't worry about his studies much, he's studying on his own, but keep a one-to-one communication open. So that effective communication is very important with the teenager. And instead of scolding him or nagging him, it's better we have got to ask him what, actually, according to the psychologist, what they say, that this stage of the child is very emotionally sensitive stage. He doesn't listen to you. Parents usually come with a complaint to me that the teenager is not listening to us, right? He is doing whatever he wants. But the parent should understand this very clearly. The child listens to you. You are the only one whom he listens. But what kind of uh, message, what kind of emotions you are talking to him, that matters most. If a child is in trouble, connect to him, connect with his emotions. And he's emotionally, especially what I say, that during teenagers, during the adolescent period, the hormonal upheavals are there. There's lots of hormonal changes going on in his body. He's not bothered about the outside world. He is only bothered about himself, what other people are going to say about him, what parents are telling about him. And if somebody tells that somebody, if in case you by mistake, parents just say in a fun, in a humorous manner, if they tell something, criticize something about their clothes, about the hair, and there the trouble starts. So I think for the parents, the adolescent age or the teenage phase of life is very easy to handle. It's only a matter of the way you are conversing with your child. If you are emotionally connected to the child, he will be your best friend ever. And this I have observed myself also. As a mother, as a teacher, I've seen the teenagers are your best friend. They can go to any level to help you, right? So this is what I want to say, that teenagers can be your best friend. And what am I going to say more, giving you an example of my children and my students, that they have taught me all the laptop work, all the online work. So what do I say? That the teenagers are your best friend. So make friends with them and gain their confidence. So this is the best way to connect to your
Yeah. So
like
it said that child is the father of the man.
yes,
So it's children who teach us many things. Not only that, they are too good in technology nowadays,
yes,
and in many other things, they are far better than us. So
yes,
I would say that, treat children like adults because they understand everything. Not only teenager children, right from their childhood, they understand everything, and when parents hurt them, they take it to their heart and they remember till the end. So
yes.
that's the thing. So, Anita, taking it forward, nowadays teenagers are going astray. I mean, many of them are taking to drugs.
Mm.
Some of them take to drinking. Those who are moneyed people take to drinking and all those things. How do parents keep a check on that? How do they, stop their children from getting into bad company and things like that?
Right. So this is a very crucial kind of very sensitive issue which is going on in the society. And what I think again, it all ends to one simple thing, that the parents, those who are not connected with their children, those children are easy prey for all the wrong things going on in the society, right? They are the easy target, you can call. All the horrible things going on in the society, they are the adolescents and the teenagers are targeted. And those who have got a good connection with their parents, those children can smoothly come out of this phase, and they will never get influenced by the external world. And again, I will again and again, I keep on saying that during teenage period, the parents should remain connected with their children, whether it is they are doing something wrong, they are doing something right, but everything, if it is an open communication with the child will never go wrong, and child will uh, you have got to, parent has got to keep an open doors and without any judgment. This is the prior thing which I want to convey to the parents, that please don't judge your child. If your child comes with some issue of his, try to solve his problems and tell him that okay, if I'm not able to solve it, try to solve it yourself, because these are the life skills which parents can give to the child, and the child will never go wrong when he enters into the adulthood. Now, what I prefer telling all the parents here, that the teenage or the adolescent period is very short. It is so short that in a blink of an eye you will see that your child has grown up into an adult. And that phase, make it memorable, make it so memorable, enjoy the life with him, and he is quite responsible. And if you connect with your child, you laugh with your child, you eat with your child, you accompany him wherever he wants, that will make your life also a pleasant one, and your relationship for the future will be all sorted out, and in the future you'll have no relationship issues with your child.
So, Anita, I have a friend, and I mean, parents try to, dictate terms to their teenager children that you must take up this career or that career.
Yeah,
Every doctor wants his son or daughter to become a doctor, but not
yeah.
every teenager child would like that. So, what message will you give to parents to tell them that they are adults and they know the business,
Yes,
so not to interfere with their career?
yes. First of all, I would like to stress upon this, that parents are the well wishers of their teenagers, any child, right? There's no doubt about it. Parents wish that child should be an independent person, he should be secured and well settled in his life, right? This is the motive of each and every parent, and we should appreciate that, and the teenagers also should realize this, that our parents are our best well wishers in the world, right? But what the mistake the parents do, that they don't communicate, they don't convey this to the child in an conducive manner, right? So in that case, what I think, there are lots of inhibitions in the child. The child doesn't know how to converse with the parent, because the parent is going to react immediately, and the child gets snubbed. And if the child will get snubbed, how will he communicate effectively? So the effective communication is very important. If the child is going wrong, if your doors of communications are open, if you keep doors open for your child to come, and what I convey to the parents, that keep the child in your confidence. Don't say that, okay, if you will go wrong, it will be not good, and if you go wrong, I am here to help you, and it's better that you don't go wrong, right? And take my help. If you're always ready with helping your child, and you make this confidence, you put this confidence in your child, that whenever you go wrong, we are there to help. But what happens, where these children nowadays are going, because the parents are busy in their own work, busy in their careers, busy in all their own issues, right? So in that case, the child is neglected, and the child doesn't know whom to talk to. And if the child doesn't know whom to talk to, it's obviously they are going to get into wrong hands, into wrong habits, because they don't know where to express the emotions. If they don't know how to express the emotions, because parents are not teaching them. Previously, in our times, our parents also didn't teach us, but in the schools, the teachers were helping. So there are so many concepts of the changing of education these days, that everybody is career focused. Career focus is good, but along with, you have got to see that your child is an individual. He he has got his own brains, he has got his own emotions. Talk to him, and keep your doors and windows open, so that you receive, as a parent, you receive what is going on in the child's mind, because he is physically he's growing up, and also hormones are also changing, the hormonal changes in him also. It's not much of the issue, it's not much of the trouble during teenagers. Small issues keep on coming up, but if the parents are um, patient, they are waiting for the child to come up, and they are enjoying the lives with him and understanding his mindset. It's only the understanding of that simple phase. It's nothing means the child will not take it the whole life. It is only that small phase which you've got to handle it properly, and in order to make him happy. If the child is happy, he will work hard, he will study hard, he will not go astray, he will not go into bad company. And it is only the love and affection of the child, for the child, which the parents are giving him at home. And especially the parents those who are, I think what you are saying, that these children, those who are going astray, what happens, the problem lies in the house only. The parents are not having good relationship with each other. They are not having good, they are not giving a good atmosphere to the child at home, and all these things are result into frustration, and the child is getting frustrated. And if your child is frustrated, he's sad, he's not feeling happy at home, obviously he'll go out and fall into wrong hands and get into bad habits.
It said, I've written in my book,
Yes,
it said, that for bringing unity, the family should pray together. A family which
yeah,
prays together stays together.
correct. Yes,
So that
absolutely.
was one thing which I wanted to share.
Mhm.
Thank
Yes,
you, Anita, for coming to this show and enlightening us with all your beautiful thoughts. A very lots of thanks to you. Thanks to 10 News. Bye. And
and
you rock.
thank you so much for having me on your show. And I'm really grateful and grateful to God that I could meet you and talk to you and give
Thank you.
some golden nuggets to the parents. Thank you.
Okay.